Welcome to all my students. Last class we discussed the topic electric potential at any general point due to an electric dipole. Now I am moving to next topic electric potential due to a group of point charges. Question: derive an expression for the electric potential at a point due to a group of n point charges. Look at the figure. Suppose n point charges q1, q2, q3 etc. up to qn lies at a distance r1, r2, r3 etc. up to rn from a point P. We wish to determine the total potential at P due to all these charges. Therefore, the electric potential at P due to the charge Q1 is given by V1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 by R1. Similarly, electric potential at P due to other charges will be V2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q2 by R2. V3 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q3 by R3 up to Vn is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Qn by Rn. Therefore, total potential at P will be equal to the algebraic sum of all the individual potentials, that is V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus etc. plus Vn is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is common, it is taken out. Therefore, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2 plus Q3 by R3 plus etc. plus Qn by Rn equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into sigma I is equal to 1 to n Qi by Ri. Thus we prove the total electric potential at P due to the individual charges. V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into sigma I is equal to 1 to n Qi by Ri. Now we are moving to the next topic, relation between electric potential and electric field. Question: show that the electric field at any point is equal to the negative of the potential gradient at that point. Prove E is equal to minus dV by dx. Look at the diagram. Consider the electric field due to a charge plus Q located at the origin O. Let A and B are 2 points separated by a small distance dx. When a test charge is placed at A, then the electric potential at A, Vi is equal to V, potential at B, Vb is equal to V plus dV. The external force required to move the test charge Q0 against the electric field E is given by F is equal to Q0 into E. Therefore, the work done to move the test charge from A to B is W is equal to F into dx. But the value of F is equal to minus Q0 into E. Therefore, W is equal to minus Q0 E into dx, equation number 1. Also, the work done in moving the test charge from A to B is W is equal to charge into potential difference equal to Q0 into Vb minus Va. But we know the value of Vb. Vb is equal to V plus dV and Vi is equal to V. Therefore, Vb minus Vi is equal to dV. Therefore, W is equal to Q0 into dV, equation number 2. Comparing equation 1 and 2, minus Q0 into E into dx is equal to Q0 into dV, or E is equal to minus dV by dx. Thus we prove it. That is, electric field E is equal to negative of the potential gradient. What is potential gradient? The change in potential with respect to distance is called potential gradient. The unit of electric field is Newton per Coulomb. Now we move to next topic, equipotential surface. What do you mean by an equipotential surface? Any surface that has same electric potential at every point on it is called an equipotential surface. Give some important properties of equipotential surface. First property, no work is done in moving a test charge over an equipotential surface. Second point, electric field is always normal to the equipotential surface at every point. Third point, no two equipotential surfaces can intersect each other. Fourth point, equipotential surfaces are close together in the region of strong field and farther apart in the region of weak field. First we have to prove the first property. Show that the amount of work done in moving a test charge over an equipotential is 0. Look at the diagram. Let A and B be 2 points over an equipotential surface. The potential at A is equal to VA and the potential at B is equal to VB. The electric field is normal to the equipotential surface. If the test charge Q0 is moved from A to B, the work done will be WAB is equal to charge into potential difference equal to Q0 into VB minus VA. As the surface is equipotential, so VB is equal to VA is equal to 0. Therefore, WAB is equal to Q0 into 0 is equal to 0. Thus, we prove the first property. The next property show that the equipotential surfaces are close together in the region of strong field and farther apart in the region of weak field. We know that the electric field E is equal to negative of the potential gradient. E is equal to minus dV by dr, or dr is equal to minus dV by E, or dr inversely proportional to E when dV is equal to constant. Thus, the spacing between the equipotential surface will be smaller in the region where the electric field is stronger and vice versa. Next question, can two equipotential surfaces intersect each other? Justify your answer. Answer is no. If two equipotential surfaces intersect, then there would be two values of electric potential at the point of intersection, which is not possible. Give the importance of equipotential surface. The equipotential surface gives a visual picture of both the direction and magnitude of electric field D in a region of space. Thank you.